Hello everyone, my name is Lucy Chioma. This video is for my course LDT 503, Design for Effective Communication, and it's my week 6 discussion titled Who Did It Better? In this reflection, I compare an instructional video from a former online course I took with a YouTube video by Veritasium called What Everyone Gets Wrong About Planes, using what I have learned about instructional video design. To begin, the purpose of this comparison isn't to criticize educators or praise content creators. Rather, it's about developing my eye as an emerging learning designer and recognizing what actually makes instructional video effective. So I looked closely at how each video communicated its purpose, guided attention, and supported learning, not just what content was covered, but how it was designed. Starting with the course-based instructional video, the intention was clearly educational. However, the purpose wasn't explicitly stated at the beginning, which made it harder to understand what I was supposed to focus on as a learner. The video relied heavily on talking head narrations and text dense slide. While the information itself was accurate, the pacing was slow, the visuals didn't add much meaning, and there was little signaling to guide attention. As a result, staying engaged required extra effort. In contrast, the Veritasium video immediately pulled me in. He opened with a relatable question, something many people believed about planes, and then slowly dismantled that misconception. What stood out most was the use of real people, real location, real footage instead of studio setup. Experts were interviewed in their workplace, and everyday people were included to reflect common assumption. Minimal animations was used, but only when it helped to clarify points and not distract us from it. When I compared both videos side by side, the design differences became very clear. Veritasium used short segment, varied tone, and intentional pacing. The visual supported the narration instead of repeating it, which reduced cognitive load. Key ideas were highlighted through examples, signaling, and storytelling rather than slide filled with text. Research supports this approach, showing that learners engage more deeply when videos are structured, paced, and visually guided with attention. Because of these choices, the Veritasium videos communicated its message more effectively. The structure followed a clear narrative arc, the tone was conversational, and attention was guided deliberately. Rather than feeling like a lecture, it felt like being led through an idea step by step. This reinforced for me that effective instructional video design was less about what the video hosted and more about how thoughtfully it was designed. So if I were redesigning the course-based video using insight from Veritasium, I would start by clearly stating the learning goal upfront. Next, I would break the content into shorter segments, introduce real-world examples, and use visuals that actually support meaning. Most importantly, I would design the video as a story, not just a presentation, guiding my learners through ideas rather than asking them to keep up. All of these my reflections are grounded in research from this course, including works by Clark and Mayer on multimedia learning, Fifield and colleagues on effective communication educational video, and the Veritasium example itself. These sources helped me move from opinion to design-based reasoning. Thank you so much for listening. I would love to hear your thoughts. Which approach do you find more effective as a learner, and what design choices stood out for you most? Please share a reflection in the comments.